Fox Lake and Gillam are small, close-knit communities. For the most part, a lot of people never close their doors, never locked up their vehicles at night. If anyone ever stole anything from this town, you have to realize you have to drive 3 hours to get out of here. So we have a pretty good chance of catching you at the other end. That sense of security seemed to disappear when the reality of 2 suspects in the area. And everyone started locking their doors.
We just decided to go pick berries, and that's when we seen the high flames, black smoke in the ditch. We never in a million years figured that it was them, right? And I was like, what if they were sitting there the whole time watching us, debating, you know?
We cut down our hours because, you know, our bartenders didn't feel comfortable staying open late.
My comment to some of the officers was like, am I okay to leave employees alone? Like, how serious is this?
You notice 2 extra officers in this town, never mind 60. The RCMP and the military did everything in their power to try to find these guys, and it's tough terrain. It's tough terrain. There's a reason they only made it 8 kilometers. When the York landing sighting came out, I was almost in shock to believe that they made it that far. I was impressed. And then a short while after, I get the confirmation that no one has been captured. And as it said all over the news, back to square one, start from scratch.
It was back again, those feelings of, you know, being scared and nervous, and yeah. And I didn't even want to let my kids play outside at first. I told Billy, I said, you never know, maybe they're walking around and they're in the back. Because I think when it first happened, people thought, you know, that they would actually come here, and I thought that anyways. You know, it was possible they'd come here, steal a vehicle, or you never know.
The finding of the boat and the finding of the items helped them to pinpoint their search and isolate it into a smaller area. Instead of it's a blank slate, they could be anywhere, to there's a pretty good chance they're in this area. Let's look sharper in this area, and that's what they did. My phone started to go off, and I thought I knew who it was, so I pulled over, put the vehicle in park, and I said, hello. And they informed me that the individuals had been found, and my whole body just took a chill, because now I didn't have to try to figure out how am I going to keep the community feeling safe when these individuals could possibly never be found. I didn't have to figure that out anymore. For myself, it wasn't a celebration. It was a sigh of relief, but I'm not going to celebrate the death of two young boys.
A lot of people are saying that, you know, they deserve whatever, but I can't help it because these are somebody's children, right? And I know how it feels to lose a child. And I feel sorry for all the people, the victims that are involved. But I can't help but to feel sorry for these 2 young men too. You know, how, you know, like everyone has lives that are troubled, whatever. But what made them do this?